Hey guys, and welcome back to the final one of my Doctor Who B&M exclusive reviews. Today I'm looking at the 7th Doctor, Cyber Leader and Cyberman from the Silver Nemesis set. And I've saved this one till last because it's probably the weakest of this year's sets. And that's not to say that there's nothing good here, it's just that it's very much what we've seen before, with some minor changes. Once again, a massive thank you to Character for sending these over for me to review, and let's begin by taking a look at the packaging. The figures are packaged in the standard Collecto-style window box, with the new logo, limited edition sticker on the front, and an image of the figures on the back. Out of the box, let's start with the Cyber Leader and Cyberman, or Cyber Lieutenant. As you can no doubt recall, these two are the same figure with a minor alteration between them, the colour of the handlebars. So for the sake of this review, I'll be talking about these guys as if they're a single figure. Now, much like the Sontarans, these versions of the Cybermen were highly sought after to be re-released by toy collectors who missed out on them the first time round, or weren't able to army build them. To put it into perspective, when the original Silver Nemesis 2-pack was released all those years ago, it was £25, whereas this set, with its additional 7th Doctor, is a little shy of £20. That's an absolute steal, although maybe not for those who tried army building them the first time round. The Cybermen themselves are phenomenal figures. The sculpts are fantastic, much like the earlier Earthshock and Attack models, and the dark wash to the body accentuates the fine details of the sculpt, such as the creases in the fabric and the piping leading into the boxes on the boots and arms. The detail on the cricket gloves is another really nice touch, as is the transparent plastic on the chest, complete with the holes, and the pebbled plastic on the chin. Now, there are slight differences between this and the original release. Firstly, the eyes have now been painted black, which I think really helps break up all that silver. And secondly, the silver heads and chest units are much brighter and shinier than the originals, to better match the chrome look of the on-screen costumes. Now, in the announcement video for these guys, Al Juar did explain that the reason they can't give these figures the chrome finish is because of the nature of the PVC plastic being used on the head and chest. It's soft and pliable, which means the chrome finish would crack and flake off. That sort of vac metal technique requires a much harder, brittle plastic, which if you're familiar with vintage Star Wars, Transformers and He-Man figures, you'll know that's what's used there. I'm really pleased that they've tried to make the figures that much shinier, and honestly, I think it does help getting the figures closer to their on-screen look. They both come with their cyber guns, which are great sculpts with the screws and other small details, and they fit snugly into their hands. Articulation-wise, they have the usual articulation of the shoulders, biceps, elbows, wrists, waist, hips, thighs, and knees. Then we move on to the 7th Doctor, which is a slightly modified version of the original solemn-headed cream jacket version that was released with the Dalek as part of the Toys R Us Dalek Doctor 2-packs back in 2013. This is where I find this to be the weakest of the sets, and my brother, who a lot of you regulars to this channel will know is something of an expert on the 7th Doctor's costume, just looked at it and scoffed, why? So let's break it down. The sculpt is all the same, and the solemn head continues to be a great likeness of the 7th Doctor, with the paint apps being very neat and tidy. The outfit is a little odd, however, with the jacket being an even brighter cream colour that borders on white. Apparently it's because the jacket looked bleached out in the sun during Silver Nemesis, but for me it's just a bit strange. The jumper, scarf and pocket watch chain continue to be the same as the original, with the paisley pattern present on the scarf. However, the figures had something of a downgrade with regards to a darker tie and hanky, which no longer features any of the paisley patterns. This is a shame, and I can only assume that with the budget being used elsewhere, perhaps the paint apps had to be downgraded. It's hard to say. Then moving down to the legs, the trousers are the same pattern as the other 7th Doctor figures, with the exception of the Ghostlight version that came in the 13 Doctor set, which had upgraded paint apps in that area. Personally, I would have preferred that the figure was a straight re-release with updated trousers like that Ghostlight version, or alternatively cheat a little and change the scarf for a tartan version like in Time and the Rani. This figure feels the most affected by the budget status of the B&M figures, but considering we've had 2 brand new head sculpts, new tooling to the TARDISes, and the 8th Doctor's head, it's a very small price to pay. Articulation-wise, he's got movement at the neck, shoulders, biceps, elbows, wrists, waist, hips, thighs, and knees. And, unlike the Cybermen, does not come with any accessories, so don't expect to see his question mark brolly in there. Overall, this works well as an army builder set, and it's a great opportunity to own the Silver Nemesis Cybermen if you missed out way back when. and they're such well constructed and sculpted figures that they're definitely worth adding to your collection. So thank you for watching these B&M reviews, guys. It's been an incredible selection, and we are so lucky to have so many new and cool looking variants. Good luck hunting them out in stores, and here's to more exciting sets in 2020.